You're asking about, I'll tell them about when you go downhill, if you come... Get insurance tomorrow. Is your train fully fenced? But it'll sort out. It will sort out.
Perhaps wait for the tree to be able to convert the carbon dioxide back to oxygen.
Take it away, Tom. Well, these have got a funny history. This is a 5/8 scale model of an 1888 Wallace and Stevens, and they basically came into existence because of the red flag rule. The government said in their wisdom that if it was under 3.5 tons, they didn't need so they built a few of them. Oh no, very quiet. I didn't think that much. It's 22k on the centennial year between Oakley and Voluntary and very hard to maintain a straight line because it's like a go-kart screw, it's like an ordinary silicone screw. When it hits the rock, it heads that way, and then it hits other rock, it heads that way.
Do a burnout. Come on. Light it up.
No, you can see the big pulley on the side. You put belt stops out and you drive whatever machine you want to drive. They started off with, they weren't mobile yet.
And run me over.
There's a lot of wheel turning to do, and it's all left-handed too. Somebody want to go? Jump in, this side here. What, the horse is going to Yeah, well that's got a little door for it. All you've got to do is steer. I will look after everything else. You need to stop, push that lever forward. Boys, see that thing there? That's the finger chopper. Do not touch that lever.
Do not touch that finger chopper.
Okay?
Finger chopper. Watch the finger chopper, Rod. Storm. Who's that?
You're in the 12 o'clock or 6 o'clock. Move on. If you're not, you have to get
Probably make it in one and that.
turn right. Wind the wheel. Spin the wheel. Faster. Here to congratulate the blokes on the tremendous work they've been doing around here. And I'm Gilbert Simpkins anyway, I'm the official work for the goal coordinator, which means I just mess around in the fringes a bit. And I suggest things to these people and they always do a better job. That's a fact too. I say we like it like this and they do a better job, and that's a fact. And I'm pleased you can all come here today, and I'll now hand over to yourself. Yeah, I guess so. All right.
Nice and informal today.
Yeah, very informal.
Very informal. Well, welcome along, Kate. Thanks for coming. Dave from QBPC and Craig from Coomera Soccer and Ian from our CWC up at Logan. So today is just a bit of an informal thank you very much for the work that you've done, and certainly the Clark, you've done an excellent job as a coordinator out here, and I believe that he'll be working with Ian on the next projects coming up through our mission at CWC. So Kay, on behalf of all of us here, we'd like to welcome you here. Thank you very much for coming, and I'm hopeful that you've been able to see a marked improvement on what you saw from 2 years ago. And we'd like you to be able to sort of thank these people for doing all their work on the program.
Thank you very much, Dave. And it's a pleasure and an honour to be here today and share in this very special occasion. I never underestimate any project that's done within my electorate for work for the goal. I was actually an instigator, and I was the one that, when I first got elected, because I worked with unemployed people before I got elected, in a voluntary way, I decided that as soon as we got in, we had to work on a bigger plan. I didn't pick the name, so don't blame me for that. I would do anything to change that, because I think it sort of gives a certain tag, but I have to say I think it's one of the most worthwhile programs that have ever been instigated. My electorate was the first pilot program in Australia, so I sort of have ownership of this work for the goal, and I look at the many successes. Every year, the work for the goal participants that have been nominated come down to Canberra, and we have special awards given to those projects that have been absolutely outstanding. And I have had a number of people from my electorate down there, so I'm one of the biggest supporters of work for the goal. I just appreciate the fact that yourselves have put your name up there in a voluntary way to do something for the community. And you would not believe how many comments I would have per week with people ringing me up and saying, I met a group of people who have done this, this and this throughout the area, and we don't know what we would have done without them. I was talking to, I think, might have been Clark just before, I'm doing my notes and stuff here, that to say how much the cost here, Clark, I think the cost of working, if the work that you're working on these projects, it average out to about $18,000 of work that you're doing that would have to be paid by someone else or done by someone else or not be done at all. So can I say we owe you a great debt for what you're doing in this community. If there's anything I can do for you, because now you've got to travel on and take all those expertise that you've learned along the way, and hopefully will help you get the job that you're looking to get. If there's anything I can do along that way, don't hesitate to give my office a call. Today is all about giving thanks. And I want to thank everybody that's been involved, because it's not just one group of people that makes this project so successful. We've got Queensland Vocational Training who have CWC that have to make sure all these projects actually get a private minister to approve it first. And then we have the sponsor group, which is Mission Australia, who then have to come to the next tier level to make sure that it all happens once we get the funding for it. And then, of course, we've got to have the host, someone who needs that work desperately done, because they haven't got the volunteers to do it. And I can say I've been out here on a number of occasions. The last time for work for the goal was 2 years ago, because every time they graduate here, Carl was sitting. So I appreciate the opportunity of having it on a non-sitting day, and I believe you've been very accommodating to make sure that I could come and just Parliament to see next week, and I think they want to do it next week. So thank you for being so accommodating. I've brought my family out here on a number of occasions. My grandchildren just love all the old equipment here and love seeing it working. But when I first came out here, the ground didn't look like this. I'm quite sure Gilbert will, back me up when I say they were let go a bit because they didn't have the voluntary help that they needed. They had many people that wanted to make sure it happened, but not the ones on the ground to keep it looking lovely. And I've just had a tour of this park now, and I can say it looks fantastic. Such a big improvement, and right from all the way around, I saw the railway line first it was down, and then the gardens and the sheds and everything along the way is just looking really nice. And we've given this community a heritage card. In other words, it's going to be maintained because you've started this off, you've kept it going, and each group of people that come and do 6 months more work, that gives us another look into the future. As I say, it's going to be for many years to come. I hope that you come back here and visit with your families and have your picnics like we do on Sunday up on the hill back up there, and just see the activities that go on here. So a big thank you from the federal government for putting your name up there as a voluntary work for the Gold Scheme, and we thank you very much for what you've done for this community. You've been held in high esteem. As I said, I hear the feedback from the community, and they said that this would not have happened unless you dedicated yourself to this job. And a lot of the ones that have worked here voluntary actually come back and continue that work, so thank you. There's a couple of participants also from the Coomera Soccer Club, and I thank you for coming in and joining me this one today, so we can also extend our thanks for the great job that's been done up there for the last 6 months with the work for the dog. I think that's about all the thank yous. But to thank the host again, thanks Clark, because Clark, you're on the ground having to teach all of these different methods, and it was just amazing as we go around to see from landscaping, concrete, to building, to painting, to maintaining the equipment. I think they're building a steam engine. Is that what's something to it? Yes, trying to rebuild. So all of those, it must be a very interesting place to actually do your voluntary work in. So thank you again, everybody involved, for having such a successful work for the dog program on this premises. And I think I've got a few certificates I have to
I think you do. Okay.
Okay, so we ask Peter Hannah man, come on up, thank you. Peter Hannah man. Thank you very much on behalf of the Commonwealth Government for the excellent job you've done. Thank you. Eric Walker. Thank you, Eric, on behalf of the Commonwealth Government for really appreciate all your work. Thank you. Wayne Fireman. Did I pronounce that right? Congratulations on that. Appreciate all the work you've done in this town. Thank you. Bertrand Audier. Thank you very much for all the work you've done here. We really appreciate you. Thank you. Robert Kennedy. Thank you very much, Robert. We really appreciate all the work you've done here. Rodney Stevens.
He's working. He's working.
Thankful that's some of the good news stories. Well, thanks again, and thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Young member, I think he's the youngest member of us over there, and the people at the moment, his father helping build it. Graham, that 200 motors, transmission, and I think the brakes and everything. They just take time.